Dude, I feel you. Legit, I feel you so hard. And it is nothing to be ashamed of. Division sign is either in line or treating it like a whole fraction. Yeah. And yes, for getting your associates, you think prior to last spring you failed one English class and you have no idea why it would have taken 2.5 for your associates. It took me 2.5 for my associates. Part of the reason maybe was that I had to do a lot of remedial math classes, because I straight up had, I hate math. Straight up hate math. Had a terrible time with it. Yeah, we're gonna try killing that guy. But when they tell you it's a 2-year class, it usually takes 2.5 to 3 these days. They've added so much extra stuff that they require you to do, and stuff that you don't necessarily need to do. And it makes things so much longer, and it is awful. Well, good. I'm glad you're not ashamed. Oh, add being in serious relationships to that list too. That makes you feel better about it. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it, because I'm looking around now. I'm 27, and I am seeing people that I knew in middle school getting married, buying houses, having children, seeing the world, like all sorts of stuff. Like people I knew in college who are seeing the world, people who joined the military, and now that they're out, like there's one kid who was in middle school when I was in high school. He joined the Navy, and now that he's out, I don't know if it's if what I saw is technically what it was, if I'm understanding correctly, but I think he owns like 5 houses now and a Tesla or something stupid like that. I don't know if he became a realtor. I don't know if he invests. Like, I don't know. But I'm sitting here going like, what is going on, and what have I missed? Because I feel like I've missed something. But you know, I'm in a stable relationship. I have solid investments. I am not wanting for money or stuff necessarily. Like, I know I'm in a good place. And I know I can't say, or I know not everyone else can say the same. I know a lot of people who really struggle, like a lot of my friends that I see, you know, having no issue. Get rid of that one for now. You know, might be really struggling. But I'm not doing bad. And sometimes you gotta look at it that way. You gotta look at it and being like, you know what? I might not be exactly where I want to be, but I'm not doing bad. Someone you've known your whole life and grown up with, you think his son is starting school either this year or next year? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to see people that you grew up with and they're like, oh yeah, kid's starting school now. Like, shoot, man. Feeling older and older. In my row. Not in my lane, in my row. God, I hate that. Give him the soul tether, and let's bodyguard you. Letting good enough be enough is a very healthy outlook, and it's a very hard outlook. But you're right, it is a healthy outlook. It's something that, you know, you can't look at other people and be like, they have so much more than me, they're doing so much better than me, because that sort of stuff will eat you up in a heartbeat. You've missed something, I'm pretty sure, but you also spent 4 years putting a lot of time and effort and money into your relationship with your ex to try and help her get sorted so you could move out together, and her saying she didn't want to stay in Missouri or the Midwest, only for about 10 months after the breakup for her to be pregnant and planning to buy a house with her boyfriend in Kansas. You're happy for her, but at the same time, it was 4 years. You can't with what today, Nightingale? Enough would be enough if you could just afford to move out. Yeah. No, I hear you. Staying home can be really, really tough. Really, really, really tough. And I am sorry to hear about all that, Waddles. I feel like I was in a similar position, just not for quite as long. Yeah, I can sympathize. Not exactly empathize, but I can sympathize. Double cast, sure. Darn it. Thank you for giving me multi-shot. You did not give me anything that I would have liked to have had. So we're gonna get rid of this guy. Oh, the math today? You're actually throwing a miniature fit in your closet trying to solve these stupid math problems, and you get the easiest math question wrong because you forgot to carry over a negative. It sounds like you need to take a break and take a step back from the math. I know that's something I had to do a lot because math would literally make me pull my hair out, or like just it put me in the worst mental headspace ever. Like, your friends, you're really happy for her, and you know it wouldn't have worked out, but 4 years of trying to find a compromise to living in the Midwest, 4 years of you doing all the driving, going one way, it was rough, and even a year and a few months later, it still unfortunately burns. And that might just, unfortunately, be something that will only go away with time. I know it took me 3 or 4 years to even want to be in a relationship again after my first one. After my kind of like my first serious relationship. After my first serious relationship, kind of went downhill. Good on you for only thinking positive. Oh, Ingle. I love you, bud. That was so clever. We're going to shift forward. And we're going to sustaining strike you. Yeah, many tears were shed over mathematics in my days. You could be in a relationship, but you want to move out first. That's smart. She didn't have a license for various legitimate reasons, so you had to do all the driving, and that super sucks. That really does suck. So the girlfriend that I was with in high school, I likewise did the driving when I got my license. Before that, I did the walking. She lived like 3 miles away, so I walked. I walked to visit her. And I did a lot of the... do I want to go for that node, or do I want to go for learning a skill or mastering a skill? Go for this stat point instead. I think I was going for that one at one point. But what ended up happening is, like, looking back as an adult now, it's like, wow, that was a really unhealthy relationship. And it's very good that it did end, because it could have gotten a whole lot worse. Let's go here, because this one looks like it'll upgrade more stuff for me in the long run. Having an upgraded tumble to draw 2 cards would actually be nice. You personally don't want to be in a relationship right now because of the drama and bullcrap you went through. You're honestly glad you're out because you felt like you were starting to carry the weight on the universe on your shoulders. Don't worry, I got you. Yep, we understand. We get you. Hold on, let me finish thinking about this stuff real quick. Recast all spells with the holy tag that were cast this turn. Deal 50 burn damage and apply 17 shock and burn. Ooh. I'm gonna go for Celestial Wrath. But yeah, so it was really unhealthy. She suffered from depression and really low self-image of herself. Her family was good, but it was also a rough family. She was the oldest of a lot of kids, and often put in charge, and she was very rebellious, but also very loving and caring and nurturing to her family. It was a very interesting dichotomy. And her family did not like or understand a lot of like the way that she was, and I didn't at the time either. Like I said, over a decade ago, I have learned and changed a lot, and for the better. Anyway, so long story short, the relationship was slowly getting very toxic, very reliant on each other. Like, it wasn't a cooperative relationship. It was a very like, she relied on me for some things, I relied on her for some things, and it got to the point where we were like, basically it got to the point of like jealousy and like being hurt or offended by the smallest things, like really stupid stuff that, looking back now, it's like, wow, we could have probably talked that out and have been fine. But instead, like, we let little things fester and get under her skin. And basically it got to the point where, like, she broke up with me, and when she broke up with me, she told me that I wasn't man enough. And one of the catalysts to that was I was getting really depressed at 16, 17, and I was having a really hard time with the job that I had at the time. And so I quit, and because I quit, she was like, her excuse was that she didn't think I was man enough to be in the relationship. And looking back now, I'm wondering if that was more just like an excuse that maybe she couldn't verbalize very well, or maybe she truly thought that and it was a super crappy thing to say and think. But that's how the relationship ended. And we tried to stay friends and stay in contact, and slowly just realized it wasn't going to be a good thing. And then like a few months later, she was with someone else, and then she moved to New York for a little bit, I think for college, and then came back, and I don't know what happened to her. I stopped keeping up with her because it was not a healthy thing. Anyway, that and your ex just didn't want to love himself and constantly thought that everyone was thinking of him negatively, plus autism and ADHD with your anxiety, not a good mix. Yeah, stuff like that can definitely make it hard to have a relationship, especially at that age. Ahead in the distance, a trio of dancing lights beckon for you. You can't tell if it's the spirits mean to help or harm. Oh. Let's get these. Oh, I get all of them. Sick. You've ignored it, but your dad has tried to subtly and not so subtly put pressure on you to get in a relationship. Something about him wanting to have grandkids. He's not that darned old, and he won't die in the next 2 to 3 years. Are you an only child, Waddles? In my experience, when they hit you with the "you're not man enough" line, it basically means a failure on their end being projected onto you. And it very well could have been. Like I said, looking back, it was a really unhealthy relationship. We were both at fault for a lot of things. And I did not let that interpretation shape me. I did not look at it and go, wow, I'm not man enough, so I need to be a man. I looked at it and went, what do you mean I'm not man enough? I'm suffering from depression. I'm a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid with angst and mental troubles and like trying to figure out who I want to be, and you're saying I'm not man enough? Like, that's a super crappy thing to say. Like, that was my thought process. But looking back, I also know that there were ways that I did not handle situations appropriately, and I did learn not to rely on people or become dependent on people the way that I had on her. So I understand where that pressure is probably coming from, and I'm so very sorry, dude. At 16, that's some pretty solid introspection. I didn't come around to that until my early 20s. I was very fortunate growing up in that I was a little bit like more mature for my age than most people, which probably I've heard people say nowadays, like, if you were told you were mature for your age, that means you have depression or anxiety now. Very much so. But I had a good support. My parents were very good. My parents encouraged everything from being in touch with my feelings to learning to be tough and deal with a situation even when it's hard, because sometimes you just have to. And they really did help me determine that distinction. And they were there for me. They talked with me. Like, I didn't have absent parents or role models or figures in my life or anything like that. No one was necessarily absent. So I was very, very fortunate. And that introspection came from a lot, because there were times where I was like, life isn't fair and I just want to die. But then there were other points where I was like, shoot, man, life's not that bad. Like, it's going to get better. Like, when I turn 21, life's going to be great, I'm sure. By the time I was 21, life was 100 times better than where it was when I was at 16. So, someone saying not man enough to you wouldn't affect you, as you're partially gay, so you already know that you're not as manly. Your mom wants grandkids eventually, but she's not pressuring you. Good on your mom. Your mom understands. Dads tend to be impatient, I've noticed. Homie got the good parents too, living it up. Yep. Sure. I will say they weren't absent, but both of my parents were also very busy. My dad worked night shift and he was gone a lot of the time. My mom homeschooled us, but then she had to take care of her mom, who was living with us because she got really ill. So I did a lot of growing up on my own too. They were there. I still had some of that support. They weren't awful parents. But it's not like everything was hunky-dory and I did not miss anything. There was a lot that I missed, especially when it came to like spending time with my parents. And part of that was my own fault, because by the time I got to the age and they got to the point where we could spend more time together, I didn't want to. I wanted to play video games. I wanted to hang out with friends. I wanted to go, to parties or events or stuff like that. So you think one of the biggest things with your ex was she She was basically your first real friend since like 5th or 6th grade, and it was just on the inside of all the teenage angst and depression and other messy things. Yep. That was very similar with my ex in high school as well. I get that. Yeah, Nightingale, I have been told many times that people have assumed that I was gay just by how I act, and I've never quite understood what that meant, and I've never taken offense to it. I am, as far as I know, in my exploration of myself, 100% straight. But I grew up with a lot of feminine figures in my life, so I learned to be a little bit more in touch with my feelings and not as gruff or stupid and idiotic as high school guys are wont to be. And I think that's helped me. But I did have a solid and strong, you know, masculine role model in my life, and my dad, among some other people, who taught me, you know, both sides. So I had the strong feminine roles and the strong masculine roles, and I feel like I've come out pretty well-rounded. I'd like to think I came out pretty well-rounded. You go do stuff with your mom because you have no friends? Oh, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure your mom loves it. My mom misses spending time with me. And my dad does too. Well, that and you're just really close with your mom anyways, as much as we piss each other off from time to time. Yeah, I mean, that's just gonna happen with kids and parents, you know? Let's see. Oh, wow. Alright, I guess we're gonna just strike you. We're just gonna righteous blow you. And then we're gonna end it with that. You're kind of the opposite because you have no sisters. In what way do you mean, Nightingale? Like you're going to the state fair tomorrow? Dude, that sounds fun. I mean, I loved going out with my mom. I hated going to the grocery store, but I loved getting to go out and spend time with her, especially because we would always try to, like, get lunch or something together and make a day of it. And it was always a blast. You have 2 older brothers and no sisters. The only feminine example in your family is your mom. Ah, so you get more of the I guess for lack of a better word, the masculine influence. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, youngest brother twins. For what it's worth, I'm also the youngest brother. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. But man, the state fair sounds like fun. Does your state fair have any good food that it likes to boast? Not the same drill, stay in your lane. Oh, okay. Sorry. Does it count that my brother's the oldest? Alright, what do I have? Throw weapon at this guy, get rid of that. Shield bash. I'll just move over there and get that. And then get... Ooh. All of them almost done on the first turn. Oh, he still lived with one. Probably because he had some resistance. Acceptable, but you're on thin ice. Alright, fair. When you said you have no friends, you meant in real life, but otherwise the biggest portion of your friends are girls. You've always had more feminine influence because no brothers. My dad wasn't around except for a few days every couple months. Let's go, being the youngest gives you a lot more lenience in life than your older sibs. That's true. Your brothers did all the messing up, so when it got to me, you could get away with anything. My older siblings fought all the time, so me and my sister closest in age, we never had, like, any trouble. It was great. Single mom and I got the whole wearing my emotions on my sleeve from her, though. I've learned to cover it up. I mean, there's not anything wrong with wearing emotions on your sleeve, though. Hey, Gina! Welcome! Thank you so much for the raid! How are you doing? What on earth is going on in here? We got to Act 3, and we're talking deep life philosophies, man. Deep life philosophies. Thank you for the shout-out, Waddles. I appreciate that. As an only child, you were generally a good kid and didn't do bad things, at least that anyone knows about. That's your story, you're sticking to it. Uh-huh, sure. Thank you for the raid, Gina, and welcome, Face My Bullets. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. How was Among Us? How did it go? What did I miss you say, Nightingale? Most of your friends are females by births, some not anymore. Oh, that's cool. So I already know how women act in their looks, and I'm just not as attracted to it. I don't know if it's over-exposition or if your brain just now associates women as frame material, and no offense. Oh, that's an interesting way to think about it. I never would have, thought about that like that before. Yes, thank you for the shout out, guys. I'm sure most of you already know Gina, but if you don't, Gina is incredibly cracked at Among Us. So if you're interested in Among Us, or even if you're not, just go click on that link, go to her channel, click that little follow button. She's awesome. She's wholesome. She's supportive. She's super kind. She's one of my good friends. And I love to support my good friends. So please also go support my good friends. Get rid of you. It was okay tonight. You're just tired and you were doing a... Oh, that's right. It was Wilford's birthday. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you were tired, but hopefully it went pretty well and Wilford and everyone had a good time. It's therapy night? Yeah, it's basically therapy night. Your parents are like 50 plus while you're only 16 and your brothers are in their mid-20s, so they kind of have just given up on disciplining you as hard. I feel that. There's not, but in... Reenie! Reenie! Thank you for the follow! It's so good to see you! Hi! Welcome to the kingdom! How are you? How are you doing? Oh my god. I am absolutely honored. I do have a face. You've never seen my face, I realized. All right, hold on, hold on. Okay, well, my background's not working, but here's my face. Look, I even have adorable, there it goes, adorable little tiny hats. You absolutely can hug me. Yes, I would love that. I love hugs. I am a hugger. Tiny hats. I've got a lot of tiny hats, actually. In case you were wondering. Alternatively, the bullying sucked and you hated it, but at least you could deal with it better. Me, who could deal with it, than someone who was unable to. That was a very noble price for you to pay, and I'm sorry you ever had to go through that. I'm dropping them all. We will keep a tiny hat on, though. Okay, we will put 2 tiny hats officially. But I'm gonna go. Smack myself in the eye with it. Oh my god, that's too many tiny hats. I don't. All right, hold on. It's 4 tiny hats. Gonna have to see if I can stack them all up. All right, well, at least with this, I can put it on the brim and make it easier. There we go. I have so many tiny hats. Three dandy. Oh my god, another tiny hat. Okay, hold on. This is harder to do in reverse image. There we go. That's as good as I could do. But yes, I have a face, I have tiny hats, I have a dandy hat. I also have a witch's hat, which is off screen right now. It looks like there are 2 of the same color tiny hats stuck to each other. Yes, every tiny hat is doubled. So that way, when you guys decide to redeem like 12 tiny hats, I can go up to 12. Ziggy actually bought me the tiny hats. She saw I had a need for tiny hats and said, you're gonna get tiny hats. Oh boy, oh boy. We'll just shatter him. I got a good hand there. Alright, let's get this legendary accessory and then we're gonna go deeper into the dungeon. But how are you doing tonight, Rini? Oh my god, Ziggy is a legend. Alright, you guys ready for this? Ah! Well, I dropped 2 of the tiny hats. There. Ah. Good. I am glad to hear that you are doing well. I wouldn't say my well-being is more important, but I will say thank you, because that's very sweet of you. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well, just trying to beat this game and having a time of it. I thought it was going to be about 15 hours long. I've been playing for 25 probably. But I'm having fun. I'm really enjoying it. It is an interesting take on a deck building RPG. And I've been having a really good time. You're right, face cam. Thank you, Braz. Hold on. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button. That's why. It's hard to try to not move my head. You love Facecam stream? Yeah, no one wants to actually watch me play video games. You guys just want to watch me watch me wear multiple hats. I am a man of many hats and many talents. Facecam is main screen and the gameplay is the tiny screen in the corner. I should do that. I should set up a scene to swap like that. So that way you guys never have to actually miss anything. But I need to talk to someone, probably a graphic designer, about changing some stuff up on my stream. Getting some new scenes and panels and stuff like that. One of these days. Who needs a game when we look at Drill's face? Oh, guys, you're gonna make me blush. Stop it. I appreciate you stopping in, Rini. Thank you so much. But yes, please, go get some sleep. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you hopefully sometime soon. Hopefully we'll get into some games soon. I really miss getting to play with you. You're always a delight. Have a good night. Mwah! Much love to you, Rini. You should do that too, but money? Yes. The only reason why I'm even considering or thinking that I will be able to do it is purely thanks to you all. And anytime you guys sub or anything like that, that lets me... Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me shift one. Okay. Go. All that stuff I'm gonna put back into the stream. I've just been trying to get a good idea of what I want to do, and I have some ideas. I have some I think very good ideas. I just need to find someone who can help me realize those ideas, because that's gonna be the hardest part. You actually were thinking about commissioning Philo for some emotes? Oh my god, Philo makes some adorable emotes. That's a good idea. And a great way to support your friend. I'm sure she'll put, or I'm sure they will put a lot of that toward TwitchCon. You never did and you don't know why. Are their commissions currently closed? You can go check? Yeah, never hurts to check. Oh, wow. Both of those guys go before Catherine. I do not like that. Alright, we're gonna smack you with that. And that's gonna be 83. That's 146. We're gonna get you killed. Oh, actually, you can't because you're on your laptop and it hates you to the point where you can't log into Twitter. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. More people should spend less time on Twitter, myself included. I spend way too much time on Twitter. Get rid of Soul Tether so that way... Oh, good. I now have Tumble. We're gonna tumble back here, and we're gonna drop that, so that way we can... try to get rid of that guy. Yeah, give you some guard. Deflect. Deflect. Blow that guy up. Apply more guard. And we'll call it an end there. You could go out of your room and snatch your phone for a second, check. I mean, that's completely up to you if you wanna. Ooh, holy bolt. Really? Fine. I'll kill him. I'll just do it. And I'll go here and I'll... What? Heal an ally in your row. Oh. Do I have to be here? Man, I hate these row lane specific things. It's really obnoxious. It requires you to go all the way downstairs and sneak past your parents' bedroom on creaky floors. Oh, yeah, okay, maybe don't do that. Maybe just chill. Maybe just hang out. Maybe have a good time. Oh man, but what were we talking about? I know we were talking briefly about like relationships and stuff like that. Briefly. Yeah, you know, briefly. Plus every time you start walking after a bit, all your bones are like, yeah, time to crack and pop as loud as possible, and at completely random times. You just gotta run around in circles real quick. Let's go here and upgrade something else. What do we want to upgrade? That brings that up to 15. Could upgrade Blizzard. 78 chill? Yeah, let's upgrade Blizzard. That seems worth it. Relationships, coding, how amazing everyone here is. I mean, everyone here is amazing. And even those who have already departed, they are also amazing. I just love everyone so much. You guys are so great, so supportive. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank all of you for even just hanging out with me here and having a good time and chatting and being genuine and just, y'all are great. Y'all are great people. Guess let's go here. Get another double shot. I don't want close range. Draw 1 card, gain 4 bonus draws. Improved quiver. Oh. Yeah, let's get that guided hit. That's pretty nice. That's legit. You'll be surprised to hear that you have one photo of you that you actually like. You know, I grew up with a lot of people who were very critical of their own looks, and a lot of people who still are. You would be surprised how familiar that sounds. But I'm sure you look amazing. Redraw that too. Redraw again. Okay, this could be good. We'll learn that. You forgot you don't have emotes? There's a reason you don't keep photos of yourself? Do you not like yourself either? I think you're wonderful. I think you've shared a picture of yourself with me. You have a magnificent beard. Your friends make fun of you because most of the most recent picture you could find of yourself was from 2007. That is quite a long time ago. I understand why they make brief fun of you, but also like, shoot, man, I very rarely take pictures of myself. Usually I just take pictures of my cat and other people. Yeah, I mean, truly, it's on them. They don't take pictures of you for you. That's their fault. You don't like how you look, but your hair is not in a condition to make you look better. Plus the crazy yeah, acne is, if you can, definitely go see a dermatologist. But hopefully it will be better as you, as you get older. Ooh. Azeric's Compulsion grants Bringer of Flame. When you gain channel, a random flame and grasping your hand costs 0 for the rest of the battle. Gain 3 critical when you apply Burn. Yeah, I'll take that. Hey, we're gonna remove that. And we're gonna give you this. I'm gonna put Guard in there, actually. I feel like Guard's kind of nice. I'm gonna put that on there. And sure, HP on use? Yeah, that sounds great. You're not gonna say you don't like how you look, but you're not gonna say you like how you look. You're comfortable in your skin, but you know you're... What's the right word? Bland. Interesting. That is an interesting way to put that. Well, it's like, very similarly, perhaps maybe we think similarly in the fact that, like, I don't think that I'm exceptionally good looking or anything like that. Like, I'm not ugly. I'm not bad looking. I'm not an Adonis. And there are certain, like, angles of my face that I'm not a fan of in how I look, but, you know, sometimes that's just, you know, sometimes you gotta learn to love yourself and the things that you don't like about yourself. You're more of a landscape photographer. I did a lot of landscape photography. Maybe plain landscapes are very nice. Most of your acne from the last few months have been from the steroids you've been taking due to an issue you had back in October with your liver. Oh, I did not know that, Alright, well, we're going to cast that. Dude's got a lot of health, jeez. I didn't know that steroids would cause that. That's interesting. Oh, of course he does a stupid AoE damage. Of course he does. And he hits literally every single location. Oh, that super sucks. I'm not afraid to call myself ugly. Well, it's not a matter of calling yourself ugly. It's... Like, everyone is often very critical of themselves and how they look. Not me, I look great. Good on you, Engel. I'm glad you think yourself... I'm glad you think that you look great. The really ironic thing for you is you always go for beauty in the eye is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, that's a great way to let's apply some of that burn and then that. And then deflect twice. I heard a lot of things growing up from people my age that wasn't exactly a confidence booster. Oh, I mean, me too. Dude, there was a kid who specifically always went after me. He said I looked like a wet dog. Like, dude was a jerk. There we go. But which eye? Beholders have loads. They do have a lot. Too long didn't read. I had a liver transplant, had a minor rejection episode back in October, so you were admitted to the hospital for a biopsy. They gave you steroids to help decrease the rejection. Now you're in the process of weaning off the steroids, which you're almost off of. Wow. Well, for one, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. But two, I'm very glad to hear that you are doing better. Oh, you jerk. Quit moving me back there. Dang it. I literally can't do my damage now because of that. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, that really sucks, and I'm very glad to hear that you are. Oh, interesting. That you are doing better and starting to wean off of the steroids and everything. That's great. You had people randomly steal your food at lunch during high school. You got stabbed by a fork several times trying to get your food back. You know, different subject technically, but this reminded you of that. Jeez. Yeah, I've never heard of people being just so gosh darn awful like that. That's ridiculous. People suck, man. I can't do my triple shot because he's too far away. God, he really hates these guys. Oh. We rode a bus to tech, had the guy in front of you dump a bottle of water over the back of the bus seat to dump it in my... Why? Why are people even like that? That time of weaning off of it, you almost lost your life 3 times, fallen in love and heartbroken, bowled your highest game of your life, 257, dear God, you're cracked. And gained stomach issues with extreme buttery foods from your birthday celebration. You, my dude, have lived the fullest life. I hope you know that. We played some stupid mobile game and you'd lose, you'd get told how bad at it you were or something along those lines. One time they stole your backpack and hit her. Jeez. I will never understand why some people are as awful as they are. Wow, look at all these passives that I have. I have 2 Bringers of Flame? Incredible. I had no idea. Great. Great, I got double cast. I guess we're just gonna set this guy on fire. Inferno, Heavy, Fade to Shadows, Tumble. We'll get rid of Precognition. We'll mark the target, Puncturing Arrow, Caltrops, I guess Soul or whatever. Oh, damage is reduced the more people are within AoE. That's what it said. Oh my god, finally. And you got punched in the back of the head one time. Jeez. That was like the third time you were almost in a fight but walked away. People are people, and 96% of them are stupid, idiotic, or mean. I agree, but because there is such a high population of people, there are a lot of people who don't fall into this category. I mean, you're not wrong, but ooh, Head Chopper. Grants Heavy Fang, 2 to melee, apply 1 fragile when you've hit a humanoid, 8 to initiative. Night Suit. Oh, I gotta see if that's better than what I currently have. Hold on. 4 guard with strength-based skills, 5 thorns on turn start, 4 HP after winning battle. It's got a better guard to it. I wonder if I could... What's the thing that gives HP? I'm pretty sure there's something that gives HP. Sustain. Can make this give a lot of guard on use. Okay, so this one I might need to reroll stats for. It's just throw weapon is so beefy. It's hard to want to neglect it. We're gonna camp real quick. I've learned that just by going through school, you're in the top 10% of intelligence throughout humanity. There are some real dumb people who have made it through school. Actually, in one case, it got broken up before the fight could start, and if you remember right, you got in trouble as well for that one. Another time you got thrown to the ground, got in trouble for something or other, and had to sit beside the principal for a bit. You've mostly put it out of your mind. Heal Bertram. And give yourself that buff. Alright, heal him and give yourself that buff. Perfect. Heal him again and make a consumable. You poke the fire and you cook some food. Heal up. Oh, and ran out of time. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. What level am I? 37? Okay, so I've actually gotten quite a few good levels here. And your freshman year, like 2 months into school, you had your very first smartphone stolen and the school didn't really do it. Of course the school didn't. Schools are so useless in so much. The world is so messed up, man. The world is so messed up. So, I put him up front. Oh boy. And once had someone tell you that a trip was going to be so much better or more fun because you weren't going to be there. What is wrong with people? They searched backpacks like 4 hours after it had been stolen instead of right away. Did they ever find it? They did not. Oh my god. Of course they didn't find it. Why would they have found it? It would be way too much to ask for them to have actually found it. God, people suck. I'm so sorry that you've had to go through all of that, Waddles. Like, you literally had left it on a table in one class, walked to a class right across the hall, waited 5 minutes before realizing it was gone, went back and it was gone. It was like maybe an hour or two later that we decided it was stolen. Jeez. There we go. The worst part is we know who did it because it was a somewhat notorious kid for doing stuff like that, and you think they either searched just his backpack or just his locker, but it was at the almost end of the day. Yeah, so they did like the bare minimum to be like, oh, well, we looked for it, and then didn't actually look for it. And of course, the kid probably got away with it, and ugh. Reinforcing bad behaviors on kids. Of course they are. You're probably repressing a good chunk of stuff that happened. You just remember incidents here and there. You know what? That's okay. I don't want you to have to relive all that garbage, you know? Other than one day coming home extremely frustrated and punching the side of a barn so hard you made your knuckles bleed. Not sure if it's better or worse than some other stuff, you know, for a fact you're repressing. I mean, all in all, I would strongly recommend that when you're able to, definitely seek out therapy of any kind. Because that would probably be very good for you. But also, like, try not to, I guess, dredge that stuff up when it's just you. I don't know, man. I'm not a therapist. I'm just a friend who wants you to be in a happy and healthy mental situation. And if stuff like that is upsetting, which it very much is, then please definitely do not, you know, bring it up. Like, it doesn't actively bother you anymore at all. It's in the past. You're not there anymore and you've moved on. Well, that's good. That is very mature of you. That is very, like, self-aware of you. And I'm very glad to hear that. Double cast. Blizzard. Okay, that was really cool. Celestial Wrath is kind of rad. Okay, it's sleepy time for you now. It's way past midnight and you finally feel tired. Hope the rest of the adventure goes well and you finish Act 2 soon if you haven't already. If you have, then Act 3 soon. I'm on Act 3. I'm hoping to be done with it soon, but thank you, Nightingale. Have a wonderful night. Take good care of yourself. Get some good rest, and we will see you later. All right. Everyone is leveled again. I don't remember which way I was going on this guy, as is per usual. We're gonna go here. Gain 3 guard, gain +2 guard for every enemy with shock. Let's get split lightning. I don't know, it sounds good. Sometimes you hate to leave before the stream ends, but you need to look out for yourself first. Yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate you hanging out and wanting to be here, but yeah, take care of yourself, get sleep. I'm only staying up later than usual right now because I don't have work tomorrow and I want to try and get as much of this game done as I can. But I'm not going to stay up too late, so, you know. What to upgrade? Let's do multi-shot again. Get that as beefy as I can. Oh, Snapple, it's 1. Yes, sir, it is. 1 o'clock. Ring-a-ding-ding. 1 in the morning. Redraw. Guess we'll get Shield Glare. Sorry that you got so dark, the story of it all bubbles out from time to time. No, don't worry about it. We talk about so much and we cover so much. There's no reason to be sorry about just talking about yourself. You're gonna head off too? All right, Braz. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. You take good care of yourself, and we'll see you later. Like, it happens, you know? And sometimes it's good to talk about stuff, too. So I will never fault anyone for wanting to chitty-chat about things. Yo, Blizzard? Yeah. Oh, not enough AP. Well, I just discarded Blizzard. Dang! Should have played that first. Alright, after this, I'm gonna continue back on the main path now that I have leveled my guys up enough to hopefully be a bit stronger. Poor Bertram back here, just suffering. Oh, he's chilled too. Whoops. She is chilled as well. Alright, swap places. We'll get rid of dodge. We will... mark target. Gonna do 45 times 3. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Lightning. Glacial. Shock. That glacial should kill it, but... Yep, there he goes. Okay, I wasn't able to heal. And what did this drop? Hunter's caches? I don't care about that. We're gonna head back to the Faded Peaks. Oh, I was progressing along the story anyway. Now we are almost to the caldera. I need to use the bathroom quick. So, you know, you guys do you. We're right back. Okay. To the caldera.
Yes.
We've made good progress. We just need to get to the gondola station on the other side of this caldera. Now you're in a mood going down memory lane? You got any good memories or bad memories coming up? We should be able to make use of the waypoint up ahead to restock if needed. It's not clear if the waypoint was built before or after the caldera froze over, but it sure is a sight, isn't it? Uh, 2 HP on use. I will buy both of those. 3 critical on use. 2 HP on use. 2 maximum HP. 3 HP on use. Yeah. Oh. That's mean. I can't discard items right now. Can I get rid of... Can I just see junk? Where is it? Sort by rarity. Can I just get rid of, like, a bunch of things or something? Bit of both? Care to share anything? Yep, discard. Oh, look at all these rings. What is this? Discard. I have so much junk and I didn't realize it. Oh. Can I buy this now? Oh my god, 2 more things. Okay. Just get rid of these. What do you mean my inventory's full? Oh, these things don't I gotta get rid of all of them. Thank you, Lord, finally. But what will you do exactly with all that junk inside my trunk? Sell it. Make a fortune. That's what I'm gonna do. How are you doing, Glitch? It's good to see you, man. You've got one last bad to get out of the way. You may have talked about it before, you might not, you don't know, but you don't talk about it much. It's the reason you're scared of the dark. Condensed into one instance, the daughters of my mom's friend would get you into a basement, hold the door shut, turn off the lights, and tell me some monster thing was gonna come get you. Or some similar thing where they'd scare you. Happen, but you can't really remember the one time for some reason, never told your mom. Wow. Kids are jerks, man. Kids are absolute jerks. Learning to play with DaVinci Resolve. Oh yeah. What have you been learning on? I ask because I've been... Okay, you need to be smart, Bean, and get some rest. You'll catch up in the Discord tomorrow. Okay, I want to talk about DaVinci Resolve tomorrow, so just remember that. Because I've been trying to teach myself DaVinci Resolve 2, and I've been working with... Oh, I'm rooted. I've been working with video editing softwares for a while. You're not as bad with the dark as you used to be, at least with your own room, but going into a dark room other than your bedroom is uncomfortable for you. Outside, if you have to go on your own, you go at a sprint. That is totally understandable. I don't think anyone would ever blame you for that. Yeah, I knew someone who was playing hide and seek with their brothers and crawled into a toy chest, and their brother figured out where they were, so they sat on top of the toy chest and kept them in there, and they did not have a good time. They developed a severe case of claustrophobia from that. Sure, yeah. I think that's what a lot of people's fears are when it comes to dark, is that they don't... It's that they don't know what's there. It's not the darkness itself, it's just that they can't see what's around them. It's a terrifying thought. That's it. I'm just gonna get rid of everything that is not magical, except for... No, it wasn't that plate armor. There's some other plate armor further down here, I think. Yeah, I think... No? Is it the refracting plate armor? I don't remember at this point. Okay. Free guard on use? Yes. Don't care about might. Recall can be useful. We're gonna purchase another one of those. We're gonna go to Ophelia, purchase some healing. We're gonna go to Marco. See if he has anything. What about Gamble? Legendary weapon. Crow spear. I have a stash. Can I can move stuff into a stash. Actually, I feel like I want to keep the legendary gear for chances of upgrading them. Or getting lucky in upgrading them. Except for this. This I wanted to... Was it this? I think it was that. Now I don't remember what it was I wanted to hold on to. I have a mind to go back and, like, upgrade all this stuff that might be worthwhile. Don't know if I ever will. For school, you went to a K through 8 school that was separate from your high school because weird reasons. I've heard of some of those, especially in small towns. We had a whole graduation ceremony for the leaving 8th graders, and we would all give our mothers roses as part of the ceremony when we walked in. Well, I went to the wrong row to give my mom one. She was the row ahead, and instead of doing the smart thing and moving up another row to hand it to her, I decided to toss the rose at her from a row behind. She says she recognized the look in my eyes. Everyone thought it was hilarious, and she did catch the rose. That is a story to tell. That is adorable. There we go. Now I've got more room. I think I need anything else. Frozen caldera. Alright, well, we gotta go there for the relics of the past. Thunder rumbles in the distance. A storm is coming. Soon a burst of torrential rain falls from above. You're already drenched and cold by the time you're able to find shelter. I just gotta roll above an 11. I didn't roll above an 11. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna succeed that. Everyone's gonna get exhaustion. The worst part, you think she was on the front row, too? Oh, no! Still, that's kind of, adorable, though. Just, like, instead of walking around, just like, yeah, catch! And the fact that she caught it, I mean, that's impressive. That is very, very impressive. Ya mama did good. That's very sweet, though, too, that they have you do, like, a rose-giving ceremony. She thinks it's funny, but I think she was slightly embarrassed at the time. I'm sure there was probably, like, a little bit of an embarrassment feeling or something. Ow. You guys really stinking hurt. We're gonna do caustic. We're gonna tumble. We're gonna get rid of soul tether. We're gonna bow draw. See what else I can get. 4 and 4. Jeez. My fella's just got really hurt. All right, let's go here. Let's see if we can survive this. Oh my god, these guys are so big. Oh boy. Can I draw something good? Get rid of primed. Great, I drew exhaustion. Throw that under. Mark that guy for good measure. Oh, thank you. Good. I'm so glad that I get to retain my one exhaustion card. You know what? I'm gonna shift lanes entirely. I'm just gonna not even mess with that. Oh man, you tried to hang, but it's too late for you. Good luck with finishing Act 3. Thank you, Engel. I appreciate you hanging out for as long as you did. I know that's not an easy thing for you, but it is much appreciated. Have a wonderful night. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you next time, man. I'm hoping I'll be able to just get, like, right through the caldera here shortly. You find the final obelisk. Unfortunately, it looks to have been sundered in half. The inscribed portion seems to have been dragged off by something or someone, and the trail leads up the hill to what appears to be an old fortress. Great. Alright, we're gonna go back to town. We're gonna rest. It's odd you've been watching you play this game for a few days and you still know next to nothing about it. Yeah, that is a little odd. Did you have any questions? Are you curious about anything? I can try and explain it. I don't think I have anyone to let me rest. Pick an item? Oh, this guy fuses runes. Okay, what happens? So 2 of those become... Converts 3 lesser or greater runes into a rune of higher tier. Do I have 3 greater runes of any kind? Oh, that's cool. Ah, I figured it out. Five HP on use. Okay, alright, so that's how I confuse runes. I'm so glad I finally figured that out. What's the story? You think it's because you've either been hyper-focused on chat or watching as a background and doing other things? I mean, that's totally fair and 100% understandable. So essentially the story is, the town of Silverkeep was attacked by undead, and as you're helping fend it off, you find out that it's because of the machinations of a cult. And so you begin pursuing the cult, and then you go to the next place, and you find that the cult is trying to get something from this ancient city, and so you've just been like pursuing after like this lich-like person, I think. The guy was called the Rift Lord, although I think we beat him and then we came across someone else. I know I'm doing such a great job at explaining what it is, so I hope you are paying attention. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it, is just that we are heroes that were asked to pursue after these people that have been causing trouble. You know, as a good hero is wont to do. Okay, so first off, you're gonna die. Second off, you're gonna die. And third off, you're gonna die. It's always a cult. You were paying attention this time. Perfect. Yeah, it is. It always seems to be a cult. I mean, a cult is a good way to get around a lot of stuff. Oh, another one of these trials. I'll ignore that for now. But yeah, so there was like this ancient race or ancient culture that attempted to, I think, merge worlds or open portals or something like that into other planes of existence. And in doing so, they caused goblins and orcs and elementals and stuff like that to come into the world. And so it is their fault that stuff is the way that it is. Oof. All right. How much are you going to do? You're going to do exactly enough to kill this guy, so... Jeez. Took a big beating there. You feel like you would really enjoy this game? I think you would. You played Slay the Spire, didn't you? I'm gonna mark that guy. You have not, but you want to. Okay. I couldn't remember if you were one of the people who had played Slay the Spire. I was gonna say, basically, it's like Slay the Spire. Sustaining strike. Hit you, and men. You're gonna guard again, which is fine. 40 guard, yeesh. I don't know why you attacked. I didn't think you had anything. Some of the stuff in this game doesn't quite make sense, I will say. You're gonna die. Like, some of the sudden effects and things that happen don't quite make sense, and I'm not always sure why they happen. Like, why those guys attacked multiple times when usually they only attack once? That was weird. But it's a very cool game. It's paced. Excuse me. I feel like it's paced really well. This is a game I could see myself constantly coming back to, like, you know, idly while listening to or watching something. Because, like, outside of the small story beats where you just kind of have to pay attention now and again, you get, what I want to assimilate. You know what? We're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get rid of Flame Shield. It's got a very good RPG feel. I will totally agree with that. What would I get rid of for her? I feel like maybe Min? Maybe I'll just unlock another Divine. think I'm just gonna grab another Righteous Bolt, or Righteous Blow then. Kinda sucks, I was hoping for something a little better. But yeah, they've done a very good job on this game in how,
Excellent.
for the most part, how it's balanced. The trail leads to Fort Stair. Used to be where the Vanai stationed their reserve forces. Who knows what lies in wait now?
Yes.
I totally forgot to buy myself more supplies. So that is why I went back. Now we're gonna go into the dungeon.
Excellent.
It's a very fantastic game. It definitely scratches that itch and does a better job than some other RPGs that I've played, and I've really been enjoying it. But much like you, there are so many games that I want to play, and it's so hard to determine, you know, what would be enjoyable to play, especially new games. Or games that you've already started and you're like, I need to finish playing this. Give me something good. Guess I'll take that. Ghost of Tsushima is your off and on back burner game right now. You've been bouncing between Digimon and Dragon Quest that you never finished? Oh man, Dragon Quest. Alright, we're gonna shift one here. We're gonna wide swing on you. We're gonna sustaining strike on you. And we're gonna end there. Yeah, see, I enjoy long form games, but it's also really difficult for me to want to stick to a game for super long. So a game like Dragon Quest would be really hard for me to stick with for a while, you know? It was like playing through, what's it called? The Legend of Dragoon, that old JRPG. I feel like I need to just continue upgrading things. It's an old game. You got close to beating it, but never fully finished. You've been off and on playing Ghost of Tsushima earlier, but your back started hurting. The way you do Dragon Quest is like you'll take 3 or 4 days and play for long hours, and then take a break for a few weeks to a few months. See, I have a hard time doing that because then I forget what I was doing. And I hate forgetting what I was doing. Ooh, I can get another AP point. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I gotta remember that AP point is what I want. Gosh darn it. I was trying to avoid them. You kind of have that, but Dragon Quest has really good ways of keeping you on track. Oh, well, that's good to know. Yeah, because that's the hardest part about taking a break from games half the time is like, oh, well, now I've completely forgotten what I was doing, and I have no way of really knowing. All right, Bertram, don't fail me now. Thank you. It's like, it would be like dropping Dark Souls for a while and then being like, wow, I really don't remember what happened. Just go for the gold. Gosh darn it, stop attacking me. Oh. Wow, already I just need to camp. Like, in the one you're playing, there's a dream seer that will tell you where you need to go. Oh, that's clever. I know I've played a few games where, like, you go to see, like, a mystic or something, and the mystic will, the mystic will tell you where you need to go, which was pretty cool. There we go. Now we're full. Like, say you need to go to a town named Scrimsley North past the Castle of Somnia or something like that. The trick with this one you're playing is also travel between the dream world and the real world. Ooh. Alright, we're just gonna go for these fellas. The side quests in this game are probably what have really prolonged it, I feel like. Okay, gang. Let's hit him where it hurts. Shocking touch. Yep, get rid of that guy. Okay, so that just wastes a point. That doesn't actually give me any channel like I thought it might. Two enfeeble. You're not gonna hit anyone. You're gonna hit that guy, and you're gonna hit him. How about hit me? Oh no, you're still aiming for him. Alright, you jerk. I tried. Oh, I thought I was being sneaky. All right, so snake bite that guy. Double shot that guy. Cartwheel over here. Get rid of shatter hit. Puncture heavy. Triple shot him. Soul tether him, and then go over there. The whole plot revolves initially around somewhat summed up. You are recruited as a soldier after being sent on a mission by the goddess to defeat this big bad guy. You have to find a special item to defeat him. This leads you to a friend traveling to this other world you later learn is the real world, and that you are actually from the land of dreams. Really? That is a bonkers game concept. I did not know that's what Dragon Quest was about. Is that what every Dragon Quest is about, or just some of them? That's only that one. Oh, okay. They all have different stories. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like Final Fantasy, where it's like you're always chosen of the crystal or whatever. I guess do that. No one's hurt. Ain't nothing for me to do. Just gotta wait on this guy. I mean, technically this is a part of what's known as the Zenithian trilogy, but other than a kind of similar world map and some stuff carried over, they don't have a connection really. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, now I can... just hit that guy a lot. Sure, we'll draw one, and we'll just throw that in the middle. Maybe he'll land on that. Oh boy. Man's gonna have a bad time. I got a really good hand. Ah, another... Ooh. Are you still wearing... Strength. I don't know if any of those are really better. What about you? Not really. They don't have all the stuff that I want them to have. Alright, let's go to number 2. You go on in the story to learn that you're actually the separated consciousness of a prince in the real world, where you and your 2 companions went to fight this big bad guy in the real world, and your consciousness was separated from your bodies and sent to the dream world while your bodies were turned to stone. The whole second act is going on a journey to find your body and restore your memories in the process. Yo. That sounds crazy. Let's gain a fate, because I don't have much right now. Dragon Quest is bonkers. The only one I know of, I think, was Dragon Quest 11, and I watched a friend play through that. I watched Jay the Spaz, I think. Yeah, that's his Twitch name. don't know if those guys are gonna move. There we go. Oh, they gotta go first. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Well, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. And then you're gonna die. In fact, you have to free your parents who were cursed by the bad guy Murdaugh to fall into an eternal slumber. You have to rescue them in the dream world to save them in the real world. You've not finished 11, but what little you've played, it's fantastic. It looked like a really cool game, but it was definitely one of those, like, I have no idea what's going on here. There is a lot to this game. I mean, I'm loving your synopsis of it just by itself. I don't know if I'd ever play it, but hearing about it is super cool. Okay, so this is the one that's got all the legendary stuff. Good to know. Darn it. Oh, you jerks. Just leave me alone. I don't want to suffer any more damage, please. There we go. It's widely believed Murdaugh started bringing monsters into the world and that by defeating him, they'll stop appearing. Spoiler, it doesn't. I don't think I've ever really made it that far into Act 3, so I don't really remember what else happens. I just remember going to the underworld. That isn't even the wildest one? What's the wildest one? Oh my god. A fountain. Ah! Alright, let's see what's here. Corridor opens up into a giant hallway, flanked by pillars running down all the way to a gilded throne at the end. The place has seen better days. You see the final obelisk piece propped against one of the pillars. Unlike the previous pieces, however, something is different about it. You sense a dreadful flow of power emanating from it. More disconcerting are the dozens of bodies scattered around it, all drained and shriveled to a husk. Their faces are locked in an expression of pure agony. Suddenly, you're aware of something moving overhead. A black mass of bats streak by, transforming into an imposing woman in flowing red robes. Skin as pale as moonlight, eyes without pupils. You've seen her kind in books before, a vampire. She grins with bloody fangs, barely able to contain her excitement at the opportunity before her. Humans, always letting your curiosity get the better of you. Feast now, my darling. The obelisk pulses with a wave of energy, and a horde of vampires suddenly appear in the hallway with a blinding flash. Your fight for survival just got a lot harder. Oh boy. Zenithian. Okay. The wildest out of what you've played is a toss-up between 4 chapters of The Chosen, or 4 chapters of The Chosen, and 5 Hand of the Heavenly Bride, which are the other 2 in the Zenithian trilogy. Oh, it sounds like a vampire. It smells like a vampire. It is definitely a vampire. On turn start, heal 12 HP per bleed on enemy team. Great. Oh boy, what have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Oh, sick. I can do both of these. Alright, both of these guys should die. Okay, there's another vampire minion. Okay, so we're gonna just put that in the middle. Great, I got absolutely nothing from all that. Yep, we're just gonna kill you. Oh, thank God. I didn't realize that she was about to attack, and I was afraid for my life. Chapters of The Chosen opens up with you, the hero, first learning you're adopted, and then with a girl that very obviously has a crush on you, sacrificing herself so that you might live while the rest of your village is destroyed in an attempt to kill the legendary hero before you can become powerful enough to kill the game's final boss. Ah, one of those. Why is she invulnerable? Alright, so Bat Swarm just hits no matter what. Can't tell why she's invulnerable. Okay, but now she's not invulnerable. Parry. Leave. Oh boy. Everyone's going to take so much damage, and alright, shift. Heal. Ouch. Immediately after hearing her die after disguising herself as you, it cuts to a completely different character who is a knight investigating the disappearance of children before setting off to find the hero. Oh. Interesting. You guys only hit the sides. I'm gonna shift with you, parry. She has a very sexual pain sound, and I am uncomfortable. So, we're going to dodge over here. I'm gonna get rid of Soul Tether. Dodge back. I'm gonna mark her. Burn that guy. Set those two up to be next to each other. I have none of my shielding abilities, and I'm very sad. Alright, I've almost killed her. She's almost dead. After that, it cuts to two twins who are seeking to avenge their father. You think you always hated that chapter the most. It's kind of fuzzy. It's something with their father, revenge. You think they end up meeting with the knight from the first chapter. The thing with the hero initially was only the prologue, and then killing the guy who betrayed their father. Interesting. Puncturing, and then double shot on her. Let's precog and almost had her. Alright, wizard, your turn. She's still alive. Demonic transformation. Okay, so I got her down, and now she's going to turn into a big, spooky, scary skeleton. Good. Great. She's awful. Okay, this is a really cool fight, though. I am thoroughly enjoying this. Okay, what have we got? I want to double cast Split Lightning. Then finally, the last character before returning to the hero is Tornkio Talun, a man working in a small weapons shop in a remote village who one day dreams of becoming his own shop, which after he succeeds, he sets off to try and find the legendary armor and weapon that will be worn by the hero. It does not matter where I stand as that person. Okay, so we're going to Penitence, Consecrate, still don't understand why she's vulnerable, she's burned, she's shocked. I don't understand why she's suddenly not taking damage. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, what have I got? Snake Bite, Guided Hit, Wind Blast, Wind Blast. Okay, so he has to die. And he will definitely die. Okay, so we're gonna shift over here. We're gonna penitence on these guys. Going to sustaining strike, block, and holy fire. So we're good there. Okay, next she's gonna do the reverse 2. So critical, both of those. I got really lucky. Oh snap, I'm rooted. Oh, crud. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Nope. It did not. It did not do at all what I was hoping it was going to do, and I'm very sad. Okay, so... First off, you're gonna tumble here. You're gonna get rid of your other tumble. You're going to shift forward. Oh my god. She's still protecting him. Oh. Okay, you're gonna shift back. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, we got this. We are almost there. You know what? Please heal yourself, because we need it. Explosive hit. Gonna wind blast. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, Shigo. I didn't realize he was going first. Shoot. Oh, and I just rooted myself without realizing it. He's gonna die. Oh, this is nail biting. Alright, she's at 34. I think I can do this. Okay, good. That's not gonna be the end. But it's pretty darn close. Alright, that guy's furthest away from me, so I should be safe here. Oh my god, they both died. He just got so much experience as the only guy left. Oh my god. Staked through the heart, the vampire rapidly crumbles into a pile of ash. A deafening silence falls upon the hallways as you rest to catch your breath. The last obelisk now sits dormant and unresponsive. Perhaps Wynne would have more insight on how the vampire was able to use it.
Yes.
I can't believe I just did that. Oh my god. Oh, that was so stressful. Oh, that was so very stressful. I think that's the first time Catherine has died. Oh, thank you, Waddles. Phew. That was crazy. I think I gotta go with upgrading more stuff, yeah? Let's upgrade 43, 47. Oh man. I mean, I could just get this all the way up to 4, which is probably not a bad idea. I don't remember what respec points are for exactly. Alright, let's put this one here. That'll get me closer to the next AP.
Yes.
These obelisks. I think I understand now. They are beacons in the void. Like a sailor using a lighthouse to navigate. The predecessors who created these used them to navigate the space that connects the realms together. The discovery of these is what spurred the Vanai's greatest and also final invention, Maelstrom Gate, a doorway to other worlds. It was long thought useless all these years, but Asva clearly has something planned otherwise. This doesn't bode well. You must stop her and find out what she's up to.
Oh good, I'm glad you gave me 10 renown for killing a vampire. Alright, we are going to try and make it to the gondola. Someone has made a little home out here in the desert using the rotten carcass of a giant boat. Must have been stranded here after Verisitha was buried under the sands, as the legends go. The owner isn't home, but you notice some supplies lying around. I want to see if we can get to the gondola and maybe stop there. Because it's very clear that getting to the gondola station or the summit is probably the end of Act 3. Which means maybe, theoretically, I could beat this tomorrow if I tried. If I really tried. Oh, no worries. Don't worry about the wall of text. I was really enjoying reading about it. Where did I leave off? There's 4 acts. Fortunately, there's only 4. We're gonna hit you with Ice Nova, and then you with the Shard, and then we're gonna Flame Grasp you. Sure. You're close to dead. So when you get back to the hero, you leave the room to find your village destroyed, everyone dead. You set off on a journey to kill the evil dude recruiting everyone from the chapters along the way, finding the legendary Zenithian armor and the Zenithian sword along the way, finding out the story of the main bad guy, finding out the story behind your birth. It's that you are the offspring of a human and a Zenithian. Think angel. Oh, snap. This is... This is like the worst hand I think I could have been dealt. All the mends. So the Zenithians are kind of like angels. Are they like an ancient race, or is it actually like, hey, this is a celestial race? Shatter. Draw more. Double shot. Give him. Boom. A bit of both, you think? Oh, okay. Interesting. Is that something that they don't go into much of? You actually get to go to Zenithia, which is a city in the clouds. Oh, like magically in the clouds, mechanically in the clouds, actually in the clouds? They don't go into it much. Oh, okay. Curious. Oh, I can't move because I'm rooted. Great. Okay. Shift over one. Okay. I want you to shift over one. Oh, you can't do that now. Dang it. Righteous blow that pup. Weapon throw that guy with heavy blow. I guess righteous blow the dog again. That's the best that I can do. Magically, you can fly it around like a giant skyship. Oh, you actually get to control it as the player? That's crazy. We'll get rid of caltrops. Draw those. Draw those. Okay, so we got a good bit of stuff here. So we're going to multi-shot. We'll mark target, and then we will explode. Sure, we'll keep far shot for the next one. Double cast? Yeah, we're gonna double cast. Let's double cast Ice Nova. I was looking to see if I had anything that would heal me, but nope. Oh, hey, that'll heal me. That's nice. Gondola Station Waypoint. Heck yeah. You can fly it in 4, 5, and 6 because it and the Zenithian Dragon, leader of the Zenithia, all carry over in each game. Actually, in 5, you get to fly around the Zenithian Dragon, who in human form goes by Dr. Aegon. And there are also dragons, apparently. You arrive at a tower by the cliff's edge. In the distance looms the slopes of Mount Aleph. a massive natural formation reaching up into the clouds. The tower connects with a twin station on the mountain via a gondola line. It's the surest way to get to Aleph summit. The most untenable alternative would be spending weeks navigating the steep and treacherous slopes. It seems like several key components are missing for the gondola to operate. Fortunately, the fairly simple design makes it easy to assess. You'll need an operator's key, a gear cog to perform the needed repairs. Wynn's research on the area should help identify the best place for these items. As I feared, the gondola hasn't been operational in a while. We'll need to explore the Vinai's old haunts to scavenge for parts. Let's meet back in town. Perhaps the book lady can offer some wisdom. Dr. Aegon or Dragon. Does he actually have his PhD? Alright.
Yes.
Asva might know of another hidden way to the summit, but the gondola is the fastest way there. To get it working again, it appears we need two parts, an operator's key and a gear cog.
Well, the books point to a cave west of the caldera that the Vinai used as a mechanical forge. First place I'd look for something like a gear cog.
There's also a tower east of the caldera. It used to be a menagerie, though I imagine many of the creatures have escaped over the decades. The Vinai also used to keep a variety of dragons in there, experimenting on them. Dragons in general are characterized by their obsession with all things shiny. My educated guess is that you might find the operator's key in its hoard. That seems like a stretch, but sure. We'll fight a dragon. Makes sense. I can chart a path to both of those places. Ah, my favorite adventurer. I've got a proposition for you. You know me, I always have an ear out for a good rumor. Now I've gotten wind of a little vault in the caldera that may contain a good many fancy treasures. It's guarded by a fearsome entity known as a beholder, a many-eyed horror. You've heard of those? I'm sure you've faced worse. If you can kill it, you're free to take whatever you can carry out of the vault. Think about it, eh? You've cut out so many fantastic puns this whole time. Yo. Ooh, desecrated. Cautious advice. Gain 6 critical when you use an opener. Heliotrope. Gamble? What you got for me? Random jewelry? Alright, I'll take it. Crest of the Lone Wolf. Got any good... You got any good gems? Okay, Sister Ophelia. Let's heal up. Yeah. Snap. Okay, so let's check the journal real quick. I have to find those places. Skittering Echoes. Enter the flooded caves to find the gear cog. Scale the dragon Airy to find the operator's key. The Vinai's failed creations were banished to a hole in the ground known as the Strange Sinkhole. There could be great treasures found there. So that's the Skittering Echoes. That's the Eldritch Horror. Where's the last one? Oh, the Faded Peaks. Oh, okay. It's up here. I don't know how I missed that. Well, we're definitely not doing this tonight. But we seem like we're really close. Actually, we're probably halfway. I spent a lot of time going to these other places to level up. And now that everyone is almost level 40, it seems like we're definitely better off. Fighting a dragon has made you wishlist this? Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you know, depending on how you want to play it, you can check out their Kickstarter. I believe you can back it and get the PC version or the Switch version or PlayStation version or both. Looks like $21 gets you your name in the console credits and the Gordian Quest PC version. $28 will get it on the Switch or the PS4/5. Actually, it says $20. I don't know why it says 28 or more when it actually says 30. I don't know. Let's see. $30 is that plus the original soundtrack, which is really good. And then $60 will get you both PC and Switch, or that one's PC and Switch, or PC and PS5. So you can do either one, and you'll get a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyway, highly recommend checking out that link. I'm going to stop for the night. It's almost midnight. I'm starting to feel a little like delirious. 21 gets what? Stream chose a fantastic time to buffer. It looked like $21 got you got you the PC version. I think it was 21 or $20 got you the PC version. So okay, but I'm gonna switch to end. It's late, so I'm not going to raid anyone because I don't know how long people are going to stay. No worries, don't worry about it. I certainly don't mind. But I'm gonna call it a night. We're very close. I think we're almost done with Act 3, and then we just have Act 4, which hopefully will be short. But there's only gonna be one way to find out, and it sounds like I'm gonna have to play it tomorrow. So you guys get one more long stream day of Gordian Quest. And then hopefully we'll be done. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, Waddles. I really appreciate it. I actually see I still have a decent viewer count. So I'm gonna try and raid out to Cheesy. He's playing Cult of the Lamb, which looks awesome. So let's go to Cheesy. Let's raid him. He's a cool dude. Cheesy's still live? Yeah, Cheesy's still live. He's been going for almost 11 hours. I've been going for 6.5 hours. The man's a mad lad. The man is a mad lad. But yeah, anyone who is still here, if you would be so kind as to follow me along, copy and paste the raid message if you like, but just give Cheesy some love. He's a cool dude and he's doing some good stuff. Appreciate it. But take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, stay hydrated, and I'll see you all on the next adventure. Love you guys.